Okay, so back to five guard defense. Again, like I'm a very normally a very positional five guard defender where I'm actually picking the hole that I'm going to be blocking the whole time. I'm moving around. I have my mind made up as to what hole I'm blocking when the pass comes. So I might be moving around, kind of looking around, things like this, whatever. But then when that pass comes, if I've chosen wall, I'm going to bail to the wall or I'm going to stay on the wall. I've made my choice. And if they can have the other pass, well, I'll learn from it and I'll try to adjust next time. That's one way that I recommend people do defense, is that you pick the hole. Same kind of thing here. Like if you're defending, back here, you're effectively should be picking the hole that forcing the shooter where they need to shoot the ball if they're going to score. You shouldn't be trying to chase down everything and just move around really quickly, kind of thing. That might work some of the time, but if it's not working, you're not going to have really anything to build on or anything to adjust to. So you have to at least be in control of what you're doing, and then then you can make adjustments and things like that to hopefully start getting some blocks. So another aspect of defense, like if you are going to do a fast-moving defense, and sometimes there's a couple different things I really want to convey here. Defense for me, a lot of the times, is the whole concept is you got to keep trying things, keep trying your different defenses until you find something that works. You might see, like for example, some people might do defense like this. Well, they'll just shake. This is their whole defense. If they don't have anything else to go to, they're kind of lost. Some people they'll just be really fast, and they don't really know where they are. They're just kind of chase down everything. That's kind of like a racing defense. But I like to work with many different types of defenses and keep changing my defenses until I find one that I get a comfortable feeling that, well, this is the defense that's working best against this player. And then you can kind of some people don't like to see a defense that just spikes out and shakes, especially brush passers. They really don't like that. They like people to be really positional and be able to time them. Some people, some stick passers, they don't like to see passes like this for whatever reason, I find. This varies widely. But some people don't really like very stationary defenses. It makes them nervous. Some people, they really want you to be able to react to their fakes. If you're not reacting to them at all, it's going to make them, they might not be able to pass as well, because then they don't think they can put you into a hole by reacting. So you got to try. I'm not saying try different things, try new things right in the spur of the moment within that game, but you have to have a set of defenses that you're comfortable working with, where you understand the concepts of that defense. Like brush passers, I'll often spike out and I'll say, okay, let's see if you can beat this defense. And a lot of people they'll attempt to pass against a spiked out shake the same way all the time, because they think, well, it's just a spiked out shake, he's not going to react or anything, and they'll pass the same way within the same timing quite often. Pro masters, people at the pro master level likely won't, but like rookies and semi-pros, and when I travel to these in international tournaments, I'll use that defense a lot to really test the strength of their 5-bar. So you kind of spike out, and then they'll start to they'll see the spike, and then they'll likely just bring it over and maybe do their favorite pass, because I find people against the spike defense, they'll pass the same way. Some people love to pass lane against it, because they'll see the blur and they'll see that there's like a gap inside here that the men never goes through, and they'll try to pass through that. Some people see that as an automatic easy wall. Every opponent is different. Don't assume that if you do a spike defense, everyone's going to react the same way. Every passer is different. So you just have to learn what that player's tendency is, or that player's preferences are against that type of defense. And if they don't have one, well, fine. They don't have one, you go to a different defense. But what I like to do is, so you test that, and you get to learn what pass they'll do against it. And if you give them a few of those, and they'll do likely do the same pass, then you can get on the timing of that pass, because they'll start to get lazy. They'll think, oh, he's just doing a shake defense, he's not even really trying or whatever. And then they'll get lazy with their timing. They won't hide their timing. So then you can get on the timing. Okay, say for example the guy did 3 walls when I was doing this, and he did it after about 6 or 7 seconds. So the next time, say if it's a really big point, or something like that, then I'll do this. But as soon as I get a sense of, okay, it's coming up from 5 or 6 seconds, I'll change it right at that timing, or I'll come back and I'll steal it. You know, that way, where if you really get a good sense, yeah, I'm showing you this, you're going to do that pass, I know it's coming, here it comes, yeah, I stole it, kind of thing. Like, and the same thing happens for wall as well. If they always go, you know, after like 4 seconds or whatever, just bring it over and go downhill, well then you can either adjust that, you know, that shape further down, or just go straight to the wall on that timing before they pass, or maybe you can even race it down if you really have a good read to what they're doing. So that's one type of defense, and kind of some of the thinking behind that defense. That's kind of the structure or the logic behind a shake defense. It's really just to bring out people's tendencies, or at least test the strength of other passing. Like a stick passer will like to be able to pass against that quite easily. Brush passers, some of them have trouble because it's all based on angles for a brush passer. Different type of defense back here, just visually. A lot of people have trouble reading that one, so you just might try it, see how they react. The same concepts apply. If you do that one, maybe the passer will react the same way all the time. With passing, I find a lot of people have, I wouldn't say tells, but they have habits. Like I said before, I don't really believe in trying to read people's tells or whatnot. At least I don't call them tells, because I believe people know their own tells, really strong players do, and then they use them against you, and that's exactly what I do, which I've actually discussed before in one of my previous videos. So it's just like it's habits. Like if it's just habits. Like if you show them that you're going to be on the wall, you're bailing to the wall a lot, and you've kind of learned before that I was doing that, I was trying to block that wall, that they passed at me as I came off the wall, kind of thing. If that was their habit, then you can kind of, you learn from that, and then you can kind of think, okay, I'll show them that same thing. I'm going to the wall, but this time I'm going to stay on the wall, assuming that they're going to read that thing the same way and be able to pass into it the same way they did before. And then this time you've made the adjustment, and now you're going to, steal that wall pass. That type of, habit, or based on what you showed, made them pass a certain way, so you can learn from that later. Or say, for example, if they come off the wall, bounce on the wall again, then they go back down to the wall. If that's a habit of theirs, maybe people don't go to the wall very often. When they do, that's kind of a good indicator that they're going to be maybe doing the same kind of pass off that wall bounce or whatever it is. Another thing. Actually, I'll stop the video here and go on to the next one. I think I've been rambling for close to 10 minutes now.